VenturianTale. A name that sends pure nostalgia coursing through anyone who was a kid on the internet. YouTube, to be exact, in the 2014 to 2017 era. Some call this time frame the golden age of YouTube, and it's for good reason. Channels like VenturianTale thrived on creativity and simplistic yet entertaining videos. Most of his content consisted of Garry's Mod Let's Plays that had full-blown stories grafted into them. These videos were beloved by many users who were on the platform around the time the channel was still uploading. But, like many classic YouTube channels, VenturianTale also faced its unfortunate demise. From millions of views a month to barely being able to graze 100,000, join me today as we delve into the weary world of VenturianTale in its fall from being one of the top channels to fading into absolute obscurity. The VenturianTale channel was started on January 16th, 2013 by 4 siblings, Jordan, Bethany, Isaac, and Sierra Fry. If you ask somebody what game VenturianTale is known for, they would almost definitely say Garry's Mod. But this wasn't always the case. They actually started their channel with Minecraft Let's Plays, mainly, and other games on the side that were trending at the time. Their first video was uploaded on January 31st, 2013 under the title, Let's Play Team Fortress 2, Legend of Zelda. The concept in itself was brilliant at the time. Since it was owned and managed by 4 people instead of 1, there was much less work to be done, and the videos were uploaded frequently compared to similar channels. This is a factor that definitely helped lead towards their eventual success, which was seen in the same day they uploaded their video titled, Let's Play a Minecraft Tale, Episode 1, The Adventure Begins. This was their first viral video, which was not in any way related to Garry's Mod. In fact, their first Gmod video was not uploaded for another 3 months. Apparently the game was gifted to them by a fan, and they were prompted to play it for a future video. The video in question was titled Garry's Mod TARDIS Doctor Who Map, Garry's Mod. The video did extremely well, gathering over 1 million views only shortly after the video was released. Fans loved the game when it was introduced to the channel and wanted more, so Jordan Fry followed suit and began to phase out the Minecraft Tale series. This was done to focus only on Garry's Mod comedic skits with gameplay from other games sprinkled in from time to time. Jordan Fry began to introduce bizarre characters like Papa Akachala, a country hick, and Johnny Toast, a paranormal investigator. These characters were absolutely beloved by fans when they were first introduced into the skits, and people loved the wacky scenarios they would find themselves in. The channel only saw more growth from here, and the siblings were racking up millions of views a month with extremely positive reception. However, there was one other IP that led to their quick success. Something that was in the right place at exactly the right time. It's no secret that VenturianTale is not only known for his Garry's Mod series, but his connection to Five Nights at Freddy's, or I suppose I should say the characters from Five Nights at Freddy's. It's entirely left up for debate if these characters and the IP itself was only used to gain more views, but the evidence we have suggests that that is the case, as when these videos released, Five Nights at Freddy's was at the height of its popularity on the internet. They released their first Fnaf video on October 3rd, 2014, only 2 months after the original game's release. The video in question was titled, Gmod Five Nights at Freddy's Scary Mod! Garry's Mod. The video did incredible in the view counts, gaining over 5 million views as I'm recording this. Funnily enough, in the video they state that they've never actually played the original game, meaning their first time playing FNAF was in Garry's Mod. Hey, you know, it's better than my first time playing it. I kid you not, when FNAF first released, I couldn't afford the game because I had no source of income on account of being a child. I still managed to play the game back in 2014 by searching up free Five Nights at Freddy's online. This was back when Flash games were a thing. If you know, you know, they were amazing. And it deeply saddens me that Flash has ended support. But, you know, all good things must come to an end, I suppose. Anyway, this Flash version of FNAF was a crude version of the actual FNAF game. And it legitimately sounded and looked like it was for the Super Nintendo. I'm not even kidding you could see the pixels and probably count each one, no problem. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. The point is, I personally believe after seeing the immense success of this FNAF video, Jordan Fry decided to ride the train as much as he could, and would continue to use FNAF characters most likely only to garner in more views. Which actually worked really well, considering his top 3 most popular videos are all FNAF. The most popular one gaining a staggering 17 million views in total. A tried and true fan favorite is undoubtedly the FNAF Animatronics Visit series of skits, which is exactly what it sounds like. A certain FNAF character will go to a restaurant or a shopping center. We have an absolute plethora of content here, such as Foxy visits Taco Bell, Bonnie visits Walmart, etc. These videos in particular did very well, and the series went on for well over 2 years. While these videos in particular make up a large portion of his FNAF themed videos, they certainly aren't the only ones, considering the fact the VenturianTale channel has uploaded 272 videos that are in some way related to FNAF. And these don't even make up the majority of his entire channel. Before I tell you how many videos this guy has uploaded in total, think about it for a minute. Just think about it. Take a really quick guess. Think about a number, get it in your head. Okay, I promise you it's larger than the number you have right now. Are you ready? 3.3 thousand videos in total. Think about that for a minute. 3.3 thousand. Now, to be completely fair here, Venturian has been on the platform for over a decade now, so it's not like one of those brain rot content farms that upload like 51 videos a day of Johnny Yes Papa. Overall, VenturianTale and FNAF go together like bread and butter. The Fry siblings were undoubtedly a huge part of many people's childhood and are responsible for introducing many to FNAF. So for that, I'd like to say thank you to Jordan Fry, Bethany Fry, Isaac Fry, and Sierra Fry for making mine and many other people's childhoods just that much better. And while a miraculous return from them seems amazing on the surface, it isn't really ideal in any way. Why? Let's get into that now. On June 19th, 2021, Flying Pings, also known as Bethany Fry, uploaded an almost hour-long video to YouTube titled The Truth About VenturianTale. The reason for this is most likely due to the users noticing her seeming disappearance from the channel altogether without any explanation at all, and many were curious as to why this was. Before I get into what the video was about, I want to issue a trigger warning here, as this covers some topics that may be sensitive or difficult to discuss for some. The video in question explained that as a child, Bethany and her 3 other siblings grew up in a Christian cult-like situation. Their parents raised all 4 of them with extremely misogynistic views. They were taught that women were held to a lower standard than men, which is an absolutely horrible and disgusting belief, and it baffles me that in the modern era there are still people who enforce this idea. They were taught to practice extreme homophobia to the point they were actually encouraged to hate these individuals. Personally, I believe that that's an awful belief, and whoever you love is your own business. Holding resentment against your fellow humans for such an insignificant detail is just so shallow. Other views were also instilled into them, such as shielding them from the outside world entirely. Apparently, Bethany was also emotionally shamed in her teens and shamed for going through puberty? I'm sorry, that makes no sense at all. It's not like somebody can just say, shit, I better stop growing up, that's my fault, I'm sorry, let me just tell my body to stop maturing really quickly here. No, that's not something you can control at all. These parents sound batshit crazy. I'm gonna put another trigger warning here because what I'm about to say next is completely disgusting and just an awful, awful thing. At some point in Bethany's childhood, or teen years, it's not specified, she was assaulted in, well, I'm sure you know what way. My heart goes out to Bethany Fry as well as the rest of the VenturianTale crew. Their parents were obviously incredibly abusive and manipulative garbage human beings. All I have to say to those awful excuses of parents is shame on you. Moving on, apparently if any of them questioned these ideologies, they were immediately disowned. Sierra Fry was the first to question these beliefs and thus was excommunicated. Bethany later began to question and therefore also had all contact cut. They were not allowed to have any friends whatsoever, and all 3 of them relied on each other for companionship. Due to this unfortunate fact, many of them held true to these beliefs until they were much older. 2 of them actually never let these ideas go. These individuals are Jordan Fry and Isaac Fry. After Bethany uploaded the video, the main VenturianTale channel uploaded a 22-second video titled ... and the video itself was nothing but a white background with black text explaining that everything Bethany said was true, and Jordan did not want to get into it because he didn't want to keep his private life off of the internet, which in my opinion is just a lazy excuse to be a coward and not own up to literally disowning both of your sisters because of differing belief systems. Venturian also stated that he would not respect Bethany and Sierra's belief, but they were expected to respect his, which is just like, what? It is just such an unreasonable belief and request, because respect goes both ways, my friend. It is assumed that both Isaac and Jordan still hold these beliefs, and honestly, I really don't think they're ever going to change. But I also don't believe they're genuinely evil people. They were groomed and brainwashed by their parents. Those are the evil ones. And while I still do believe Jordan and Isaac should be held accountable for their own problems and their own wrongdoings, their parents still played a huge part in this. But in the end, it was still majorly their choice, so I have to say most of the blame does go on them. Nevertheless, Jordan and Isaac Fry are in the wrong here, and they are not good people in any way. Personally, as much as I loved that channel and the huge part it played in my childhood, I just can't bring myself to watch them anymore, and personally wouldn't support him if he ever did make a reappearance, which is very unlikely. Maybe one day he can snap out of it and let go of the grasp his parents have on him. Yeah, maybe when hell freezes over. The VenturianTale channel is regarded by many as successful, or at least it was. Really quickly before the video ends, I'm going to go over some analytics and show you some graphs. The channel started to see a drop in view count around 2023, as well as losing 10,000 subs in only one day and losing 10,000 more a little while later. The view count dropped hard, going from millions of views per video to as little as 40,000. Overall, VenturianTale is a channel that is best left in the past. It was a great part of me and many other users' childhoods, but they simply will never be the same as they once were. VenturianTale is a channel that is unfortunately better left forgotten. Well, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your morning/evening/night, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.